Bomb site, and the action can begin as they make their way through. Lekro good for 2. The new man in the roster already showing up. He's looking for the third one. Quite connect. Jerry in there for the trade. Needs to clear HEAP on site.
And HEAP hiding behind the boxes. Jump up. Does he stay alive? No, he does not, because there's also a player coming from short to overwhelm. And now on friberg, actually. So friberg needs to, if he's gonna die, need to die somewhere close to his allies. And hallzerk gets taken down by KENSI. Jerry finds forZe and it's all on friberg in a 1v3 situation, but he doesn't even find a catch because Jerry gets a triple in the round.
In the entire competitive map pool. So I'm a big fan of this double AWP setup. However, can they make it work? That's the real question. We know these two have the ability to pull off something special here, and already are seeing it. forZe opens things up with one on towards almazer, an important frag, but needs to be wary of KENSI matters so far. They can just slow down this tempo. They need to be careful of close shorts. KENSI gifted a free frag. HEAP just walks into the crosshair, and just like that, it's brought back to a 4 versus 4.
Gonna fall back. The peak comes out, but hallzerk holds strong. However, Long is being pushed in the meantime as well. Lekro staying alive for the time being. Gets heavily tagged, but he finds a double, and it's all on Flit out towards Long, right behind the smoke. In a 1v3 situation, gets completely blinded, and Lekro finishes it off with a triple kill in the round. Dignitas get their first. There's going to be the cross. The leg gets spotted out. The spray comes in. He gets heavy tags on 2, but he doesn't get the kill. forZe, however, he finds 1, tries to go for the repeat on the second, and he does find the second as well. That's going to be a 2-on-4 situation all of a sudden. forZe getting absolutely crushed. forZe holding strong with that AWP, and HEAP gets the last kill. That is going to be Dignitas crushing forZe, and you mighty good right now if they can not die to almazer there. Oh, nice headshot from HEAP, and that's a Long controlled for now. They're gonna go for a little bit of backup, but that backup is now pretty much completely gone. It's only hallzerk with that AWP who needs to hit the shot to make it work, but Jerry just spams through the side
in towards CT. Lekro playing in close. The flashbang needs to be their best friend here, and it comes. Swing coming through. Lekro could be good for a few. He swings through, but won't quite connect. Jerry on peaks at the right time and picks up the frag with forZe in there for the trade.
forZe again getting himself the AWP kill, and the question is, that should be the site secured with KENSI down to 24 HP. The push comes in, hallzerk drops zorte, and friberg finds KENSI as well. That's going to be the retake successful, and Dignitas, they're looking pretty solid on the CT side.
Yeah, the side is looking renewed. They're fired up, and well, they've picked up a lovely retake onto what could maybe work in their favor.
zorte taken down. Nice peek by hallzerk. Actually,
nice. Towards short, hallzerk holding smokes, blocking the vision. Needs to be careful, and he will be dropped by almazer. Nice frag from him. Look at double it up, won't quite connect. Lekro go for 2. We mentioned his name, and look at him now showing up in the server from Goose. He's picked up 2, but the nade will be there to trade him out still. A man advantage in favor of Dignitas. They try and swing out on towards A. Run out of time as well, meaning that, well, for Dignitas, a relatively easy 5th run on the board for them, and what an unfortunate way for forZe to let that one slide.
Yeah, don't try 2 times in a match. It's gonna cost you like 2 rounds at least.
Yeah, agreed, agreed.
Oof. hallzerk gets himself an opening kill, but there's KENSI with the trade, and it's, yeah, just a full-on default here from forZe, but forZe makes it a little bit easier. He did a lot less damage than I expected, but Jerry already pushed through mid. hallzerk trying to spot him out, and he does nail him to the chest. That's gonna be a 2-on-4. Flit down to 1 HP as well. Lekro in that B bomb side. He's been very diverse. He's been swapping sides the entire time, and Lekro finds 1, but Flit with the refrag. Still 1 HP.
Getting the bomb done is the real priority, but I mean, he's got so many angles to find. Go for the first, however. Nice shot there on towards hallzerk. A quick flick. Use that full flit. Well, now in a 2 versus 1, it's become slightly more doable. Never mind.
Unless they have utility left, and then it's over. I mean, they even had a flash which they could smack in his face.
Yeah, honestly, a strong gust could have taken down Flit in that situation there, but Dignitas, a 6th throw on the board and 6 consecutive.
A little bit of a massive throw on their part.
Yeah, 10-1 up.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
Yeah. Have a couple though left, or 1 being used now over towards short, another one over as well into CT. hallzerk's go for the first, and they coming through. There's quite a lot of damage, and Lekro got a tough task here of just holding in towards shorts.
And they're ready and waiting. hallzerk finishes off KENSI. It's a nice attempt, but he got blinded by his own smoke, unfortunately. And now it's A little bit of a gap in the smoke to play with. The one way from almazer. Flit actually gets himself a second. All of a sudden, this becomes doable. Running to the site, but he's not looking in HEAP's direction. And it's going to be all on Flit. He has 16 seconds left on the clock. Does spot the player out towards long. Needs to pop that head, but it's all just a bait. So forZe can get the flank going. And we're
taking a lot of nade damage.
Spray comes through, but HEAP saves his teammate's life there, and it's gonna be, yeah, again, I mean, every single time Dignitas get the opening pick. It's just not paying off for forZe. They tried to go for the A-long play, but it's only one player actually pushing, and you kind of need to group together to get them down. HEAP with the second kill of the round, and he's holding strong in that pit position. Mid is, in the meantime, being pushed, but forZe, I think he knows what, yeah, he definitely knows what's up. Is waiting for the peak to come through. Spots Flit, nice flick, easy kill, and all of a sudden, again, a 2-on-4, and yeah, it's just problematic. friberg even getting aggressive towards tunnels. Will spot zorte out, gets a tag in, tries to fall back, and he drops almazer on the fadeaway, but it's gonna be friberg dropping in the end, making it a 1-on-3. Zorte rushing through the smoke, Molly in.
Oh, nice.
Well, the Molly and nade is just going to be enough to finish the job. It's 9 consecutive. This is a complete stop.
Sure, go for the swing. AK not quite connecting, and it's that's such a whip from Jerry. Do you know what? That spray, I think, sums up this performance from forZe. So in front of him as he tries to play this close angle. Molotov will force him away, but swinging through. Good for 1, good for 2. Before he's traded out, brilliant from friberg. Locks on this B-bomb site and then allowed time for the rotation to come through, which is the real priority. So they can start locking things out. Holding from Car. Lecro, the man on fire at the moment. Finish things off. Truman, this is
going old school Lecro skills, but we also saw in that previous round that just, okay, except for that one, pretty much everything else from forZe has gone wrong.
Agreed, but now things are all starting to go right. almazer picks
a
up 1.
Late in the game, though.
Yeah, slightly. I mean, but in round number 15, we have seen the first 2 kills go the way of forZe. Now, Dignitas, they've got a tough task to bring this one back, but it's good for 1, looking for 2. As hallzerk holds from Car.
Spots play heading into pit. hallzerk gets himself a second. He's going to try and hold strong, but there's the push through mid. Oh my god.
Way.
No. Flit, you can't let that happen. Luckily enough, it's going to be Jerry finding hallzerk, but that's really a shot you like.
In hands, he sneaks his way up towards long. Has a smoke and a flash, but lots of angles to clear. I won't even manage to get one. KENSI finishes things up, and forZe pick up what seems like a bit of a consolation round to put 4 on the board.
But Dignitas, way higher stats on their T side. So I kind of do expect Dignitas to yoink this one away from forZe without much of an issue. I think Nuke could be a map that forZe might be able to steal away from Dignitas. Again, we mentioned, you know, this is a very puggy map, so Lecro can do pretty much, you give him a gun, say, kill stuff, he gets it done. Rush forward, the flashes come out, it gets dodged by Flit, he gets dropped down though, but it's going to be KENSI holding strong, pushing through the doors and into the window, but the flank from Lecro comes in from behind. However, Lecro needs to get around the corner, too many targets. Yeah, oh my god, Lecro! Going absolutely nutty, and now forZe finishes it off, and Lecro, he gets it done with a triple full house between forZe and Chad heard my chicken, my neighbor's chicken going ham. It happens a lot when I cast. That chicken always goes absolutely bananas. There's the push coming out towards the B-bomb site. KENSI doesn't get the control. forZe, however, luckily enough, gets absolutely domed by the utility, and it's going to be a 3-on-3 situation. Not the easiest site to retake, especially considering they don't have a kit on the players. There might be one locked into the site, though, and time is not their friend at the moment, but almazer is. He finds the catch onto hallzerk. That molly towards window to try and push him back, and that forces Jerry in an uncomfortable position. almazer, same issue. He doesn't expect him to be that close towards the tunnel.
Information gain as well. They know where it is. The problem is friberg and HEAP will both go down to the bomb. Regardless, I thought to find. Brilliant stuff already, though. Look at this. Oh, zorte is good for the first. hallzerk just above that smoke. His head is spotted. And an easy frag for forZe. And now, well, this eco buy is working in their favor as almazer gets another one. HEAP, though, in for the trade.
Yeah, they still have a nice man advantage going in for forZe. Oh, swapping over to utility. Not the best timing, but forZe finds himself almazer. And they even make quick work of KENSI. Zorte tag down heavily as well, and all of a sudden it's crumbling quickly for the
sides, but he'll fall away passive in towards a bomb site. We're pushing up for sure. Look at this. How friberg's whiffed his lines and Flitters picks the frag, and in doing so they brought it back to a 2 versus 2 while he is on low HP like Zorte. He's gone for an aggressive PK, and the deagle spam's good for 1 before it's going to trade.
Off the op. Oof. Zorte finishes the job, and that keeps
versus almazer. He's picked up in the first frag 7 times versus 1 from almazer.
I just saw the stat swapping a little bit, and I see the players dropping a little bit on the force side. My God. They already lost 2 very quickly to a scout, and forZe with, of course, his godlike aim. friberg gets taken down. forZe past the smoke, gets the kill. There's going to be the 8-0 down. Lekro with the deagle in hand. Zorte, does he expect him behind him? No, he does not. Of course, an easy peasy frag to come through an almazer.
Like sharks in water looking for the fry, because they know they can get rid of that M4. That's well for forZe. That economy is well and truly shattered, but he will manage to take it.
Well, they can, some of them can take a little bit of a joke, and Zorte gets absolutely domed there by hallzerk. Gets a tag himself in onto his opponent, but towards short, it's going to be Flit trying to get aggressive. almazer as well, who does manage to make the trade happen together with Jerry, a 3-on-3 situation, and so they're trying their
out still supporting that M4A force, but they're coming against the M4 and swinging. almazer dropped, and already that's such an important frag. hallzerk
for a gap, maybe go for the jumping shot, which I've seen everyone attempt as of late. And he just pushes through the smoke. Easy kill comes through. KENSI with the AK in hand makes it a 1v1. Time is ticking down. He needs to rush and get the plant, and forZe needs to hurry. Oh, time is gone, and the round is lost.
Yeah,
took a little bit too long.
Yeah, sir. An unfortunate one. We mentioned it earlier.
On with the FAMAS, not the best weapon for that position towards the A ramp, and they're just holding the line, spamming through. He does manage to absolutely get dropped. That A-long position is completely held down. There's going to be 2 players towards CT, but look at this. Lekro holding the flank towards short, because they now don't have to look at their back, and it's going to be all on KENSI in a 1v4. It's looking all set and done here for the forZe side, and Dignitas pretty impressed by their performance on Dust 2.
Yeah, I mean, what a performance there. A map in which forZe...
They used 1 smoke and a flash already. The crossing through long-range fights should favor the USPs, but at the moment, okay, it is going to be Jerry finding the first pick. Looking for the second, but there's forZe with the trade, making it a 4-on-4 situation going forward. And forZe, close range, will get stomped out by Zorte. And now the USPs are back at long-range engagement, so the advantage lies in forZe's favor.
Yeah, now, well, we've got a lot to find here. It's a 3 versus 4 in favor of the CT side on our map, which is very much seen as normally a CT side. What a shot from Flit. Drops down Lekro and brings it to a 2 versus 4 with a little bit of damage done. This P250 got to find a lot in the hands of hallzerk. A lot to do. Won't even manage to find one. almazer shuts things down. It's all onto one-man heap. Finds the first, but it will only be a consolation frag as Zorte. Well, he picks up his second frag in a round and gets forZe. Spends to pick up that AWP and he needs to find something with it. Well, he does exactly that. Opens things up. Flit dropped and already. Now
out to dissipate. Jerry's going to try and peek around. Sort of a bit of an off angle here. Will find friberg. Falls back. The molly's
Alt Ven holding a bit more of an A stack here to make the way into A main. This swing coming through here. He's good for 1, but only 1 heap. In for the trade, but almazer himself traded out as Lekro picks up the frag, and in doing so brings it back to a 2 versus 2. However, for the T side, I was going to say, time is a big factor here, and a lot of a lack of a utility. MP9 sprays. Bomb will need to go down as well, swinging through, no real trade, and finally Lekro pick up the frag. It's all to 1 man. The AWP's got all to find. Knows the information on 1, so Zorte will fall back into a squeaky as he waits, holds, tries to find the flick, doesn't quite connect, and with 46 HP, he may just decide to fall away in a second now.
Yeah, just trying to get himself a wall bang, but there he is. There's the kill. Eventually, if you keep just spamming the metalworks, you will find the catch. However, now it's going to be a 1-on-1. Time is ticking down. Zorte needs to hurry up. He doesn't know where HEAP is, and he pops up right in his face, shuts him down, and that's going to be Dignitas. Should be able to spot HEAP out, and he sees the utility flying close range. There's going to be the push in, but there's the save. Lekro makes quick work of almazer, like Dust 2. This is a map where you really should win that CT. So you did mention it previously, not every team does that. I mean,
plus, but regardless, bomb goes off, Dignitas heading for the third round, and we are seeing a repeat essentially of what we saw in Dust 2. With forZe picking up those first 3 rounds, and Dignitas replying right across into each round, but not really finding the frags. Jerry swinging, finding the first, but the second one quite connect. Lecro in for the trade down for the second. Lecro stunning time and time again, picks up the opening 2 frags in doing so while already looking good. Flips pick up 1 though with the MP9, looking for the trade. Oh, this is rough. He's being tagged through the vents. He will try and fall back into a squeaky door. A reload towards the Glock could be costly, and oh, it's a messy fight. Well, Flip picks up the frag, and now 3 versus 2. This becomes significantly more doable.
Well, not if Lecro has anything to say of it. Oh, Lecro's dead now. It's all on HEAP in a 1v2 situation. Flit and KENSI, the last 2 remaining CTs. He pushes to the side, makes quick work of them both, and HEAP absolutely domes them. Dignitas on 4. There's going to be a little bit of an outside play coming out. The AWP crossing in from hallzerk. Flit over peaks by a very big margin there, and puts himself in a very uncomfortable.
A lot to find, 3 angles to clear as well. Looking for the first one, quite connect on the headshot. And he's traded out by Jerry. He picks up 1, but quickly drops. Jerry picks up a second, brings it back to a 3 versus 3, but the bomb will still go down, and that's the priority for Dignitas as they set up these post-bomb positions.
Yeah, close range forest. Are they going to push that ramp position? hallzerk gets himself tagged down to 25 HP, but it's forest. Ooh, zorte just spots the shoulder of him. Must have, because he shoots him down before he even gets the peek around the corner. And it's going to be that 3-on-2 a retake of the B-bomb side. Not the easiest one. You said it yourself. A lot of angles to deal with. The nade finds hallzerk, though, and it's going to be all on Lecro, the man, the myth, the legend. Can he lock him down? Can he defend this site? No, he cannot. KENSI with the headshot, and that's going to be forZe finally again securing another round in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, a needed defuse from forZe because it was starting to get
warriors, I would say.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, but now for Dignitas over the Zab, I might as well spot the first, and friberg dropped already, and well, forZe, they picked up.
forZe, Dignitas have not really gone for a ramp play whatsoever. hallzerk's going to peek in, but drops his life. That's the bomb dropped as well. And they're swapping positions. They know that there's still another player nearby because, of course, the FAMAS killed the player earlier. So there should still be one in the near vicinity. Lecro pushing towards Mini. Lecro taken down by Flit. And they're going to group up. The Molly actually burns Zorte down to 28 HP. And it's a 2-on-4 situation. If they manage to get themselves a hold of ramp, this is still fairly doable. KENSI needs to defend this big. Peeks out wide, finds the first, spots the second, gives away the information to his teammates that the B push is going to come in, and HEAP's just going to try and get the bomb plant in before the time is done. Should be able to get it safely for the time being. They are running back down. Flit with a nade in his hand, gets himself caught out by HEAP, and HEAP has to go for the ace clutch to win it out, but KENSI's on that ramp hold. And there we have it, the round win for forZe, and they're starting to claw their way back.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to get back into it. I still think so far, 4 rounds for Dignitas out of 10 is not...
Just gonna have to be a little bit careful of friberg's AUG. Jerry pushed towards lobby and was waiting for HEAP to go for the re-aggression. Man advantage gained back in favor of forZe, and zorte catches out friberg. Dignitas are starting to crumble heavily right now. Oof.
Shot. Oh, and a shot from Lecro. His doubles up huge. KENSI, almazer drop, but we traded out by zorte. And well, for forZe, it's a convincing round.
For the time being, they really need to just dunk down a nade in that cubby. Lecro, it's gonna get the advantage over both of them. Long range fight against zorte as well, but a 2-man advantage gained because Lecro is an absolute beast, especially with that one. I mean,
to the Dignitas roster, and he has been brilliant so far. They've now got a 5 versus 2 in almazer and KENSI. They've got it all to find. forZe good for 1, leaving all onto 1. It's almazer in a 1 versus 5. Needs to go huge with Lecro already on 3 kills. But got it in him.
Why is almazer's crosshair the only one that's not there? And if the almighty Lecro starts stealing all of the kills on the map, then it's going to be problematic to start fragging yourself. forZe, however, catches a first for his team, but the trade is there immediately by Jerry, and now Lecro is waiting for Jerry to peek into him, and will find the kill, making it a 3-on-3 going forward. Zorte with that AWP, though.
KENSI's holding. KENSI's aware. hallzerk swinging. And hallzerk found KENSI. Good for one. I mean, that now forZe so aware of that little trick. You shoot the window above A and on towards the ramp at the same position. Now Lekra, a lot to find with 10 HP as well. He still manages to find a frag time and time again. Does he clear ult vent though?
Time ticking down. They have to hurry up. That flash is a little bit of a whiff, but it's going to be almazer. Backup from KENSI and forZe. They win the half at least, but they kind of really need to this time around, of course, because the previous round was rather costly, just with the AUG flit on the flank, though. Really quick on the flank, but hallzerk's op is too strong to handle. One bullet is all he needs, and even finds it right in the dome of flit. So a 4-on-4 situation ensues. We still have one lurker towards lobby, which is going to be HEAP, waiting for the CTs to get aggressive, and HEAP finds almazer. However, there's another one.
But, you know, in a 4 versus 3, forZe need to be careful not to overextend. HEAP has made his way in towards lobby. The Molotov drops. KENSI's good for one towards friberg. Brings it back to a 3.
Doesn't matter too much in that regard, but it does mean that we're probably going to have ourselves a technical pause after this round. Jerry with the MP9 gets a kill. Peek out wide from KENSI through the molly. He gets himself a double, and the round is won by forZe. Well, the golden rule of 6, as you said, Dignitas at least get that done. But if they... Oh yeah, I think he's now just screaming. Jerry finds the catch onto friberg and takes down forZe as well. That's going to be again that A bomb site lost. Immediately, hallzerk only catches one player out with the AWP, and yeah, Dignitas is able to keep their weapons alive for Lekro and HEAP. But I mean, you gotta make a play here. This is gonna be a different play though. They're gonna go for ramp. Will it work out? Not if HEAP finds the kills. He gets himself the first, make that the second. Jerry tagged down as well, so he did all he could do in that situation.
Being the most convincing when the CT's been out of 4 versus 3, the retake ensues. hallzerk holding from ramp. Jerry good for the first, but Lekro in there for the trade. It's an important one as well. They've taken it now back to 2 versus 2, and it's becomes problematic because they're holding, locking things down. flit, shutting things down. forZe found it all under one man Lekro. We mentioned how important he was. He has to go huge. He finds the first, but I don't think he's had enough time for the defuse. The bomb will go off, and well, for forZe, this will be another round on the board for them at 14th. And a flawless start on T-side so far. I think forZe are doing a good job of getting a lot of map control.
They're just waiting patiently until a mistake was made. Actually, friberg pushes in aggressively, finds almazer, and that's the first pick secured for Dignitas. It's been a while since we saw, you know, a little bit of a flare from friberg. He is really struggling. 3 and 17. That's
not the greatest.
Not what you'd expect from friberg.
No, but another kill picked up by HEAP, and in doing so, well, now Dignitas, they have a 2-man advantage. I think this is the first time we've seen in a very long time they've had such a man advantage.
Well, in the previous round, right before HEAP died, but yeah, it is nonetheless going to be HEAP peeking towards ramp, taken down, and it's about the same situation. One player tagged, but they already have Lekra. Look at this position. He's ready and waiting. He knows exactly what they were planning. Will drop the bomb, looking for flit. But flit will find the duel victory, and it's going to be forZe rotating around. The taps will catch flit low. Will not finish him off just yet, but he pushes heavily forward. Will find flit in the end, and it's going to be zorte with the AWP. Not the best weapon to defend the bomb site with, but he finds himself a first, and now he makes it very doable, especially if they're not going to be playing together. 2 different angles. Actually, the smoke diffuse is going to come in, and that's just going to be the full stack. Ninja, all the way gone, and that's going to be the round win secured for Dignitas. Fine. They do have a buy coming up for us, pushing out towards lobby. He is very far forward in lobby. He's actually crawling all the way up. My God. They won't expect this play coming out for us, of course. Sneaky beaky like catches flit off guard. HEAP chimes in onto Jerry, and forZe was still lurking outside, so it's going to be everyone getting completely surprised. zorte with the AWP again in a 1v3 situation. Not very favorable, very problematic. HE, boom! Goes the dynamite, and that's going to be the round win for Dignitas, though there's still a real possibility. Lekro spots a player trying to cross outside. It is actually the Glock player, though, so if he takes down zorte, it's yay, but it means very little. Well, can they get it done again? There's quick rotation from Dignitas this time around to try and defend it, though forZe taken down by Troll at the moment. Is going to be one player holding the line. They hear the bomb plant coming out. They know that it's on the B bomb side. Flit finds HEAP. All of a sudden, the man advantage back in favor of forZe, and oh my god, the hallzerk gets himself tagged up as well. Needs to be very careful. Dropped down by KENSI. Flit goes absolutely... Actually, that's KENSI again. Getting himself his third of the round, and the round is pretty much over because Flit finds the last kill. Full house between Flit and KENSI, and forZe are on map point to make it work. They're going to aggress towards lobby. The push comes in. Jerry gets overwhelmed. forZe finds himself a kill as well onto Zorte, and they will actually try and shut down this entire forZe lineup immediately. forZe picks up that AWP, immediately bails out, but there's going to be Lekro dropping down to KENSI, who tries to creep into Mini, but hallzerk's with ready and stationed with that AWP to make sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Dignitas looking to extend this game with another round.
Yeah, now they've picked up, well, it's brought back to a 2 versus 2 with almazer low on HP. They need to be extremely careful. This hallzerk holding the flank towards outside. forZe tucked in towards A main. Need to be careful. Flitting close, and hallzerk will find a shot and quick carriage. Needs to be careful. One in towards A, one in towards Hell. Seems like it's maybe just be a matter of time. 10 seconds remaining, and forZe will finish things off. Brilliant. And a needed round for Dignitas as they put a 9th on the board, but still yet to hit double digits.
And there's going to be the push towards ramp. HEAP has been pretty solid on that ramp hold so far. They're rushing in towards that A-bomb site. friberg catches almazer, and we'll try and rake in some extra kills, but it's going to be hallzerk finding KENSI. HEAP chiming in from upper, and that's going to be the round win for Dignitas. Double digits at least secured. It has to go nuts, but KENSI crawling in closer, closer, closer. Back turn, and hallzerk gets an easy kill. Still all the way in the CT spawn. Is even going to disengage completely. HEAP gets stacked down to 8 HP, but he got himself a kill. Falls back towards ramp, and will be able to disengage, stay alive. It's going to be even friberg aggressing towards lobby, and this might be a surprise for almazer. Will he check the angle? No, he will not. friberg has been feeling a little bit more active in the last couple of rounds. He feels like he can, well, you know, it's a little bit of a confidence game in that regard, pushing towards the lobby. And zorte in a 1v5, not anything he can get done. Dignitas getting closer, and this is getting scary for forZe right now because they
still need to be flawless to take this one into the next. And with the aggression in towards, oh, nice shot from friberg. He was aware. I was going to say the aggression
outside to see what's happening, but it's going to be Lekro with that secondary AWP, and of course he is crisp and clean on that op as well. Gets a kill, tries to fall back. Oh my god, look at him flick around, gets a triple. Close range opping, being successful. Almost rushing towards that B bomb side, but there's too many angles to cover, and hallzerk finds an easy finish. It's going to be 15-13. Dignitas two rounds. Neokai.
I know they actually could do this. It's all off the back of Lekro. You mentioned how good he's been. One to start things off, and the flicks left, right, and center. He was loving life. So crisp, and the 3 frags were so important. He was traded by almazer, but does not matter. Brilliant stuff. And in doing so, well, Dignitas, they've hit 13, and well, we mentioned that economy for the T side would be shattered, and A seems to be the priority for the T side, and they come swinging. Out they come, and Lekro needs to go huge here. We see them do multiple good things, but now he needs to go huge. Good for 2. Massive shot for himself. Look for the 3rd as well. We'll transfer across, won't quite connect. Also one of his own, leaving all on to 1. That's KENSI in a 1 versus 4. He picks up the first on towards hallzerk. Drops a man in form at the moment, but Lekro, who picks those 2.
Hope here for him. I wish him the best of luck, but I don't really see it happening. They're going to peek into him. friberg gets the last kill of the round, and that's going to be OT secured. 15 apiece, and Lekro starts it off with a nice double kill. I mean, the problem is no one pushes HUD at the same time, so he only has to deal with one angle, and that's the big issue there. They were all... They just didn't play the buddy system as well. Looks like they're going to go for that A-sided hit again. KENSI spotted it at the edge of the smoke by forZe. The man advantage gained for Dignitas, falling back towards second fence, but overwhelmed in the site, and it's going to be the kills in favor of forZe right now. The site is at the moment lost. Lekro and HEAP are still left standing, though. They're going to have to go for that retake momentarily. The bomb will get planted. HEAP, if this kill goes in his favor, very good chances, and he does find it, but heavily tagged up in the end of things. The utility utility for the T side is 2 flashes and can't even use his utility because that would give away his positioning for the time being. And it seems he should know, start spraying through, but the problem is Lekro now has to deal with 2 targets, and that's the round win for forZe. They managed to finally win in towards Mini, it seems. But for the time being, forZe just playing a little bit backwards. hallzerk pushing Squeak, finds a kill right before he dies. He was already tagged heavily, so it's a-okay, especially if forZe finds himself the catch onto Jerry, making it a man advantage secured for Dignitas. But no one was holding down Mini, and that gives KENSI a double kill. Lekro, big fat gap to be used, and now it's going to be Lekro, but it's going to be HEAP pushing in. Does he expect KENSI around the corner? Yes, he does. KENSI's dead. Again, it's Lekro and HEAP, the dynamic duo to try and clutch it out for the Dignitas side. Time is still on their side. They do have kits, of course, because it is OT, and that HE finds zorte. It's all on Flit in a 1v2. Smoke's about to dissipate. The bomb is not planted for him. Pushes out. Position is known. He actually finds himself first, but Lekro gets the trade and has the kit. The bomb's going to get defused. And 16 apiece. My God, I'm starting to sweat.
I know, I mean, what a round-for-round performance.
It's that aggressive push from Lekro. Spots out KENSI, tries to get around the corner, but friberg with the opening pick finds almost Jerry, however, already jumped down, but it's forZe holding strong. forZe and friberg have really been doing a lot of work in that OT so far. Now it's going to be one in garage, but KENSI cannot hold strong. It's again friberg, OT champion coming in. friberg with the triple kill in the round. The moment he needs to step up, he goes absolutely mental, and it's going to be Flit in a 1v3 situation, but it's forZe to back him up. They managed to get it done. The full house for friberg and forZe, 17-16 in favor of Dignitas, and this is really has been lost. They're actually just going to be hitting that B bomb site at the moment. Flit is back up for KENSI at the moment, but the position is known. HEAP finds the headshot. KENSI is dead. Towards window, it's Flit trying to go big, but he only gets himself one and a heavy tag, but the bomb site is lost for the time being. But look at this. Sneaky peeky Lekro on the flank. Immediately, friberg catches out almazer, and this is all crumbling for every single player on their team.
Yeah, I mean, what a resurgence from them. The tap from forZe is brilliant. And well, it's all onto one man, Jerry. Gonna nade open the door. Lekro just holding. Lekro just waiting. The information gain. It seems like it's a matter of time. Spray coming through. Jerry's good for one. Looking to find any sort of consolation frag. There's no really even point saving, but I think he will do it anyway. Well, no, he won't. friberg, 3 kills in a row means that for him, he shuts things down.
Through 1 round away, Dignitas from getting this series in 2-0 fashion. hallzerk finds zorte though, wins the off duel, man advantage gained, and I'm starting to feel this is looking problematic. almazer, he's gonna have to try and make something work. Flit picks up the AWP, takes down hallzerk in trade. HEAP surprised by almazer's push, and that's going to be lobby control for the CTs as well. Information, not even deal with him at all. They're going to rush down ramp. KENSI, he hears the steps coming close. He's going to peek in. He needs to get the control. Stay alive. Is going to find one, but traded out by Lekro. Time is ticking down. 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to get onto the site and get the plant in, but there's Flit with the AWP, and Jerry chiming in with the AUG. 4's on 17. Dignitas, they're one. If it's going to be successful, who is actually on site? Oh, Jerry, there we go, the bombardment from hell, and they managed to blow him onto Flit. Of course, they have a 2-man stack towards that B bomb site. It's going to be zorte with the op, finding the first, taking down friberg, but okay, KENSI saves his teammate's life there pretty effectively. They're dropping like flies on the Dignitas side. We might get into double OT unless hallzerk hits the shot of his life. Lekro finds KENSI. The B-bomb site's...
And now when doing so well, they've got this bomb down. The Molotov on as well means that they can just wait. They can just hold. The retake has to be sublime. And Lekro's good for the first. Door's closed, but Flit's got it all defined. Jumping on the bomb. Not going to stick it though. Molotov on towards the bomb, and they finish things off. What an ending to a game from 15-7 up. forZe, they let it slip, and Dignitas, they get right back into the game.